Religious and community leaders in Mangu town, situated in the Mangu local government area of Plateau State, where ethno-religious crisis erupted recently, have laid out conditions necessary for restoring peace in the region ravaged by violence amidst casualties and widespread property destruction. The leaders underscored that without adherence to these conditions, lasting resolutions remains elusive. Trust TV's Ado Musa, during his visit to Mangu, conversed with local residents, delving into the underlying causes of the crisis and strategies to prevent its reoccurrence. Take a look.
The recent surge in intertribal religious conflict has deeply unsettled hundreds of people across the state, especially given that the majority of inhabitants belong to either the Mangu or Fem tribes. Remarkably, within these tribes, many families practice both Islam and Christianity, fostering a unique coexistence that, according to some locals, had shielded the area from the ethno-religious turmoil affecting other parts of the state over the past 2 decades. However, the conflict that erupted on January 23rd and 24th in Mangu's main town shattered this long-standing peace. The visible destruction of churches, mosques, houses and businesses along the street underscores the extent of the damage inflicted on the community torn apart by religious tensions. This deterioration has strained relationships built over decades among residents.
But again, what happened in January that took a religious coloration? We've been trying to avoid that. As I've seated here, some of my brothers are Muslim. Blood brothers, they're Muslim. Can I tell? Like my cousin died last year in the Azare. He's living in Azare for more than 40 years, and he has really enculturated there. And I was there. Can I turn around begin to kill his children because they're Muslims? No. We have so many prominent sons and daughters who are Muslim. But like I said, very close to the town, there is a small settlement of cattle rearers there, or herdsmen there. And the conflict started with the one boy who was beaten, and they thought they had killed him.
Community or Muslims are not included in the government. Probably Ward 1. You know, the reason is this. Ward 1 people are always against the general opinion of Mangu people because they are not included. They are not given opportunity to serve. They are not employed by the government. They are not considered. Even Mangu people, despite the relationship that has been there, they are even the economic aspect of the whole thing. They are kicking against, particularly the Ward 1, people that are living in Ward. In Ward 1, most of them are not houses.
Despite the recent events, the religious leaders expressed their continued desire for harmonious coexistence, emphasizing their willingness to live together peacefully if specific conditions are met.
If, first and foremost, we religious leaders will change our sermons either in the mosques or in the churches, because most of the time we send sermons and preachings that are contrary to the teachings of the Bible and Quran as well.
So first and foremost, the stakeholders must come together to now agree that this community must be mopped out of weapons. This is number one. If such is not done, that is why the youth don't even listen to their leaders, because they have weapons. Some people have provided weapons here. But how do we mop them out? We must agree military should come in. Once those weapons are mopped out, then the youth will become powerless and they have to obey the normal system in the community. This is number one. Number two, the government must take into account everybody, whether you are a settler, whether you are an indigent, whether you are what, you must be taken as part of the community, given a responsibility, be considered a worthy citizen.
Dr. Abdurrahman Imran, a senior lecturer at the Center for Conflict Management and Peace Studies at the University of Jos, and a resource person at the Center for Peace and Initiative Development, highlighted the imperative for allies and government officials to shift their mindset in order to fulfill the necessary conditions for peace.
Issue there is that there's a kind of mindset of there will be peace as long as we maintain total control and we're able to show that this state is this. It's funny, but this is the real fact of issues that for us to have a lasting peace, the elite needs to change. Once the elite change, these people that are talking that we want peace and other things will follow suit if the core group want peace in Plateau.
Even though there is relative peace now in Mangu, based on the current situation at the moment, members of the warring parties are still not comfortable of moving freely to all areas like before. With the suggestions on how to restore confidence among the people of this community, it is hoped that both the state and the federal government will do the needful to ensure mutual understanding among the people of the community. From Mangu, the headquarters of Mangu local government area of the state, Ado Musa reporting for Trust TV.